Hi, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I might angle you down a bit actually, so you can see the food a bit more. I need to stir this cappuccino. I don't know if I've literally spoken, just burnt myself. Spoken about these so many times in my channel, so if you've watched me a couple times you'll know about them, but the Nescafe cappuccino sachets. Moved on to the unsweetened ones because I needed to stop having so much sugar. I'm realistic at first, yeah, it was a bit like, oh, this is a bit bitter, but now I'm used to it. They like make it so like creamy and nice. I won't lie, sometimes the bits don't like disintegrate properly and it's kind of grim. And they're like, it's like when it comes up through and it's just like a powdery coffee, which isn't great, but that's why I leave the spoon and I just keep stirring and stirring. But yeah, if you do enjoy this video, then obviously don't forget to give it a like and please do subscribe if you're new as well, and we will get into the video. I just thought we'd do a little like brunch, just a little chat, like a little catch up. Yes, I've got a rose for myself, eating breakfast by myself, but okay, I say breakfast, it's literally 1:30. I haven't eaten anything yet. I've been doing stuff all morning.
Oh, my strawberry.
Okay, let's just start eating. I made chocolate protein pancake, and she's gone. Chocolate protein pancakes with natural yogurt and then like some berries and chia seeds and then some avocado and smoked salmon on toast, which if you saw my birthday vlog, that's my favourite breakfast realistically. I feel like this would be most people's favourite breakfast, so let's give it a quick taste before we have a little chat. I love it. I literally just eyeballed it this time. I did like a couple bits of oats, a couple bits of protein, 1 banana, 1 egg. Bish bash bosh. How is everyone? Like, how's everyone doing with quarantine, with lockdown? I feel like I cannot believe, I don't know when I'm actually going to get this up. It might be before the pubs open or maybe like the day after the pubs open. I cannot believe pubs and restaurants and cafes and everything is reopening. It's just crazy. I'm obviously really excited. Like, it's going to be such a nice day. Hopefully they'll be doing takeaway and then it will just be easier. I don't really know how it works. I don't know what the rules are, if I'm perfectly honest. I'm sure they'll let us know on the day what all the vibes are. Boris will probably have something else to say about it before it happens because it's a big thing, I feel like, letting so much stuff open. While we are still in like sort of lockdown though, and there's not much to do, obviously, because I do this every single time, I wanted to talk about series that I've been watching. I feel like I've had so much TV to watch recently, and it's because I bit the bullet. I've got the 6 months free Amazon Prime as a student, and you can get Hey You on Prime for like a discounted price, so you get the first month free. So I'm still on my first free month, and then you get it for $3.99 a month, which I don't even think is that bad, especially because you get a month free. I think it is so worth it. You know, I was saying how I've been watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because it's kind of like similar vibes to Selling Sunset, but a bit more beefy. I feel like they just get into so many arguments all the time. There was only the first 2 seasons on Netflix, so I bit the bullet. I've got Hey You, and now I've got 8 more seasons to watch. I'm nearly on season 5 already. I'm literally whizzing through it. Like, I love it. It actually infuriates me because I want to like get into the TV and be like, what are you doing? Same with Love Island Australia, like, oh my god. It wasn't on last night, so it's not fresh in my mind, because actually I don't even know if it was, but I just assumed it wasn't because last night was a Saturday.
I was wrong. It's on every night, so I had to catch up with that one.
Yeah, it's not actually that fresh in my mind at the moment, but I thought, oh, Natasha, I don't know if anyone's been watching it, but Natasha being so
Rude.
about Cassidy. Oh, I think all of a sudden she has feelings for Josh, who she was in like a friendship partnership with, so he was gonna maybe like couple up with her if he didn't find any other connections, and Cassidy was single, and she, like, you could tell she actually quite likes Josh. I mean, I might be naive and next week she might not like him, but I thought it was pretty obvious that they both quite like each other.
2 or 3 episodes later and she's moved to someone else. But that's fine. I still think her feelings were genuine at the start, so we're gonna go with that.
Natasha was just being like, oh, all of a sudden you like Josh and he's my partner and now I'm gonna have to leave the island, and I was like, clearly you just want the fame. It's a bit awkward. She went home in the end because no one picked her, and yeah. I definitely recommend watching Love Island Australia because, let's face it, people say they don't like Love Island, but everyone watches it, everyone loves it. It's just something like 1 hour of your day, keep you occupied and just kind of laugh at the situations because they're so not what would happen in the real world. I do understand when people say like, oh, I've got the Love Island effect, how have I fallen this quickly and stuff, because you're just never going to spend 24 hours of the day, every day, with all these new people. I was talking to my friend who watches it, and you can't even discuss stuff with your like closest friends and family. Like, you know, when you're meeting a new boy boy or whatever for the first time and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, can you give me advice? And they like know your past and they know your personality and what you look for. Like, you don't know any of them in there. You can't contact with anyone in the outside world. Like, it must be so scary. If a girl's telling you like, no, I don't think he's right for you, I don't think you should go there, you don't know whether they actually have your back and are being a nice person, or whether it's because they fancy him or they're playing some massive game. Like,
You don't know.
it must actually be quite scary. They were also talking about Neil Armstrong, how they don't think he's gone to the moon. The flag is like going in the wind and there wouldn't be wind in space. Apparently if you speed up the video, he's just like galloping along and stuff. I'm pretty sure he went to the moon. I don't know. Maybe we've all been fooled, but I love conspiracy theories like that, to be fair. Any little conspiracy theory, like, tell me your side of it, I'll be willing to listen because I'm so intrigued. I'm not saying I'll believe it, but I'm very intrigued to hear what people have to say on things and like their thoughts and stuff. Another thing that I absolutely love that is on Hey You, and the first 2 seasons are on Netflix, you want to like see if you think you'll like it, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's actually so funny. Like, I think the earlier seasons are just so much more funny because they're not as famous and they don't have really as much to lose if they're rude or like stupid in it. It's just so funny. They're literally just hitting each other and screaming at each other, and Chloe is just mental and I love that. I think I want to channel my inner Chloe vibe. She just has a great time. She just doesn't care. And Kendall and Kylie are so young as well. They're like going around on this stripper pole in their house. I don't know whose it is. And they're so young, and Bruce gets so annoyed. Bruce is literally such a vibe in it. He's so funny. Like, it's just him rolling his eyes at something someone's done like every 5 seconds. Yeah, I love it. I think I definitely recommend. I love avocado so much. I don't know when I started liking it, but it's a godsend. I think it definitely needs to be ripe though. It does taste a bit weird when it's like hard. My favourite little mug, if that ain't me. Oh my god, as well, do you know what I watched last night? Mamma Mia 2, the Here We Go Again one. It's literally, if you're feeling in a bit of a down mood, like lockdown's getting you a bit down, honestly, it just makes me happy. Like, all of the ABBA songs and just Cher is in it. It's great. I mean, obviously if you haven't watched Mamma Mia 1, then that was a cultural reset. You are uncultured if you have not seen Mamma Mia. Oh, it's such a good film. That was a great night. I had a little brownie, had a little cocktail. Perfect night for me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I've been trying to read a bit more as well in lockdown in my spare time, because otherwise it's just screens all the time. I mean, now there's less restrictions with seeing friends, which is so nice. We went to the beach the other day. That was so nice. I drove quite far. So nice to be away from everything on the beach. It wasn't actually that busy either. We went to a place called Holcombe. It's not like a tourist beach at all, so there's not really much to do there apart from the beach. The town's quite far away. Like, if you're wanting a more touristy beach, then I would go elsewhere, but it was so nice, and we just chilled and we went and played catch in the sea. Yeah, it was just so nice. I had a little picnic as well on the beach. Oh my god, it was so windy though. It was actually so bad. Beth had her hummus open and this big gust of wind comes along and the hummus was just ruined. It was so bad. Everything by the end was literally covered in sand. We were eating sausage rolls and they were like crunchy.
Nah.
Wasn't a vibe. It was a very fun day nevertheless, and it was so funny as well when Tasha was trying to put up, because bless her, she gets a bit burnt in the sun. Her skin is not really vibing with the UV rays. She was trying to put up this umbrella and this fat gust of wind came and it blew it inside out, and we were all there trying to hold it down because we didn't want it to like fly away and hit some child on the head or something. Oh my god, it was just the funniest thing. Girls trying to hold this fat garden umbrella down. We got it in the end. It was fine. It provided us with some shade. I sat in the sun and I got some really bad burn marks on my back. But yeah, I've literally got like an ET hand on my back from where I started trying to, because obviously I don't want to ask the girls to like put sun cream on me because like
Social distancing.
So I was trying to put my sun cream on my back and I just gave up. It was so stupid because it was windy. It didn't feel that hot. When I was trying to put the sun cream on, I must have just like gone like that and then been like, oh, CBA. And then I just have like a handprint on my back. I mean, it's not nice. Gonna have to try and let that like calm down before we put any backless tops on. Apart from that, it was a great day. What makes it 100 times harder is like the weather's just gone bad again. Like, it's not sunny anymore. It is sort of sunny, but like it's not hot weather where you can just sit and sunbathe all day. Like, that's just gone, which is quite depressing, but hey ho. we've all got the internet to talk to each other. We can buy a gazebo if it gets that rainy. Sorry, my camera just stopped recording for some reason, so I just had to move it and delete some of the old videos on there. Yeah, when I was going through my camera there and deleting stuff, I was going through my LA photos and videos, and honestly, I cannot wait to travel again. Like 2021, it's gonna be so expensive now that I've just thought about it. It's gonna be so expensive to go on holiday because everyone's gonna wanna go. Oh, that's actually so gutting. But yeah, 2021 is gonna be the biggest year of travel. I have work, so I have to fit it around work and just do like weekends away and stuff, but hopefully I've got quite a few friends in year abroad, so I want to go and visit them, and like I can just do like long weekends and stuff. Just want to travel because I missed out on 4 holidays this year already, so I want to take that time back. My friend Laura was looking at flights to Croatia because we were meant to be going to Split and Hvar. I was going to be in Hvar on my birthday, but we don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't even think about it. So Laura was looking at flights and accommodation and stuff, and it would literally be £150 flights and a week in an Airbnb in, I'm guessing, Split. Like, how sad is that? It's so cheap. But as much as I hope and think that everything will be over in September, just rather not risk it like I CVA to have that money out of my account again. Like, I think we still have one of the flights out of our account. I still have tour, like they're not refunding me that until August. If we had to quarantine for 2 weeks when we came back into England, I'm not about that. Staying in my room for 2 weeks? No, thank you. It'd be a great week in Croatia, but then the next 2 weeks I'd be like, oh, when we can go to Croatia another time, do you know what I mean? Only positive vibes, positive energy. Apparently there's a new film called Ocean's 8 that we're gonna watch. I think me, my mum and dad are gonna watch that tonight, and it's like similar to Ocean's 11, 12 and 13 vibes, but like all women. The main characters are women, so very interested about that one. I'll let you know my thoughts in the next vid. Oh my god, I was talking about reading. I've been trying to read more in lockdown, and I got this book called The Silent Patient, which again was another recommendation from Sophia Tuxford, and I literally love it. I might tell you the start because it literally on the first page you find out that this happens, so yeah, I'm gonna tell you the start because it's like a blurb. Basically, there's this husband and wife, and wife is writing in her journal or something, and then basically the police find the husband tied to a chair, shot in the head, and the wife with like self-harmed on her wrists, and basically she's murdered him. She then is sent to a mental asylum because before she murdered him, it was seen like their relationship was perfectly fine, like perfectly normal, nothing weird was going on, they weren't fighting or anything. So in the end she went to a mental health institute instead of like prison because they said it was a mental health problem. Basically it's written in the perspective of her diary at the time. She was writing a journal at the time, so we sort of are finding out things through that, and then also through her new psychiatrist. She was a famous painter before it happened, so he already had an interest in her, and he now wants to like help her and find out what actually happened and what went wrong, because he doesn't think that she's this like malicious person that everyone makes her out to be. Like, he thinks that obviously something went really wrong and he wants to help her and find out what happened. But the reason it's called The Silent Patient is because ever since it happened she hasn't said a single word to anyone. Like, she doesn't talk / won't talk. Yeah, I'm very, very intrigued. I feel like I'm about a third of the way through, but really enjoying it. I think it's a good read and definitely recommend if anyone is interested in that sort of stuff. I feel like I'm actually talking for England. I'm just really enjoying this food. We got a Japanese takeaway last night from this local Japanese place, and oh, it was so good. If my future husband does not like Asian food, like any form, Japanese, Chinese, Thai, Korean, I won't lie, I'm more of like a Asian fusion kind of gal. Do you know what I mean? Like sort of fused with more Western versions of the dishes, which I guess isn't very authentic, but I just love it. Like, gyoza are one of my favourite things to eat. We had like roasted duck breast with this mango sauce and veg, and then udon noodles in like a chicken and vegetable broth, tempura prawn. What else did we get? We were meant to get teriyaki chicken, but I think they gave us teriyaki chicken sushi by accident instead, but I was happy with it. It was quite nice. I'm actually really warm into sushi. I think me and the girls are gonna try and make sushi on Tuesday night because Beth got this like sushi making kit for her birthday, like providing the weather's still okay. I think it should be fine. But I remember at our school they used to do like hoisin duck sushi rolls and like smoked salmon sushi rolls and chicken teriyaki sushi rolls, and I was telling my housemates about it, and I was like, oh yeah, I really like smoked salmon sushi and like duck sushi, and they were like, what? They're like, I've never heard of that before. They're like, that's not sushi. And I was like, well yeah, it's not your typical sushi, is it? But you can do it, it is a thing. And they were like, no, that's surely not. And I was like, yeah, like our school literally used to serve it as one of the like lunch options. Pre-wrapped, as in they didn't make it themselves, they bought it from a supplier. So I'm telling you, it's out there if you want to go find it. We got katsu curry as well. If you haven't seen one of my vlogs, I actually made the Wagamama's katsu curry. I think it's in the title and the thumbnail of one of my videos, so definitely give that a watch because honestly it was so good and it really wasn't that hard. I think I'd definitely make it again. I think it is worth it to invest in the panko breadcrumbs as well because they were so nice, like proper crispy breadcrumbs on the outside. This has been such a nice brunch. I mean, who says you can't enjoy your own company and get romantic by yourself? It's been great. Quite a lot to eat at one time. But yeah, it's 2:20, so I've been here for nearly an hour just talking and eating. I think I'll sit and finish these last tiny little bits by myself, just give my voice a bit of a rest, give myself a break. I think I've talked about everything under the sun, not gonna lie. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this little chit chat video, please do give it a like, and obviously as well, please do subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I'll see you really soon with a new video. Bye.